Wow, I made it in time. I literally just turned on the the countdown, and then I tried to get coffee. I don't even have coffee for freaking coffee talk. How stupid is that? All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining. We're gonna try this again because last time I was here, it was a choppy mess. But we figured that out. I know I'm 3 minutes late. Garage Gamers here. Arizona's Arcade Heroes is here. Console Kits is here. Bedroom Beef Ovens? Bedroom Beef Ovens. What's the deal with the Unico Fun R1? I don't know. That's a good question. It's like sitting there doing nothing. All right, I did literally just wake up. Hey, it's 7 a.m. here. Crack open that monster. I don't have one. Look. Look, seriously. What's the other one? Oh man, I stink too. I'm not good right now. I woke up late. It's not good. Yeah, it's just not good right now. Oh man, I stayed up late last night for the first time in a long time. I hadn't made a video in a while. So I made one last night, talking about the Astro City cabinet, which makes me think of King Kong all the time. I don't know. Speaking of King Kong, I just need to play this. Where is it? I just love it. I'm playing it every single coffee talk. Oh no, do I not have it? Oh, come on. I think I do. It's right here, right?
Ralph, you gotta be the only guy in the world to ever trade a sit-down Cruising Exotica for a stand-up. You're crazy, man. I'm glad to see it's finally in your house. Welcome to the elite circle of Cruising Exotica, baby!
I could literally listen to that like all day long. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, Dreamcast Kyle is here. Yeah, so sorry, I'm all over the place. Whoa, Zohar coming with the thunder. A $50 super chat, dude. He just like punched, boom. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. First time super chatting, did it work? It worked, and it worked in a big way. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. All right, so let's see. The candy cab. So the candy cab, I did this video last night of the candy cab, and I'm like, I shouldn't have done it last night because I stayed up really late, and now I have to work today. Basically do YouTube for work now. I shouldn't just say I just do YouTube for work. I do a bunch of stuff, but YouTube's part of my responsibility now. Not for the whole company, but just for my little like world. And it's cool, but also like completely depressing at the same time because we just have like very dismal presence when it comes to YouTube at my work. So anyways, so whatever. It is what it is, right? You got to start somewhere. When I started this channel, I literally had like 2 people watching if I did a live stream. So there you go. So you just got to start from somewhere. And I don't know, IT, I don't know if it's the sexiest thing in the world to talk about. I don't know. The people in IT like love looking at videos all day. They probably look at other stuff, right, that they're interested in, but whatever. Anyways, okay, so there's something that happened, I don't know, several months back, and I wanted to talk about it because it's really cool. So I'm pretty good friends with Joe Sabo, and he got this exciting opportunity to have NBC come out and film his game room. Now, if you guys watched, I don't know, Coffee Talk maybe it was like 3 months back now. I can't remember. But TNT Amusements, they came out and did a piece on TNT Amusements. So they went and did a piece on Joe Sabo. So for one, I want to encourage you to go watch it because it's awesome and Joe's great. His contributions to retro gaming and arcade gaming are huge, right? I mean, he puts the artwork on these things that makes them look as close to their original look as possible. And he sometimes hand draws the artwork back out, right? He takes it and he just does amazing stuff. But anyways, I just wanted to share a sample of this. I don't think this will get us a strike or anything. I don't think. But hey, let's try it anyway. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Hi, I'm Joe Sabo. Welcome to my game room in my garage.
Garage Gamer's super jealous. He's like,
Movie theater is set up into 2 separate rooms. So when you first walk in, you're going to see the home theater. And then in the arcade, I'd say altogether in this room at one time, there could be 40 machines, but I have several that I rotate in and out.
His collection is crazy. That is the first word that comes to mind. It is huge. Like, there's games everywhere. I don't know how it keeps growing and how he manages to fit more and more things in here.
He did
Damn.
not have as many as he has right now when I first met him. The only main game or arcade game he had in there was the arcade that he really built, which was the MyCade.
My passion for video games started around.
All right, did you hear what she said? She said the only game in there was his MyCade that he built when they met. Imagine how that clip could have gone. Yeah, he only had one in here, and now there's like 500. This is bullshit. That's not what she says. No. Yeah, no, it's super cool. That'd be the unedited cut. Is like, what the hell happened? It was one when we met. Actually, Kim could say, well, Kim didn't live here when we met, so she could say, hey, the first time she came over, it wasn't that bad. So King Kong said, finally, Joe Sabo has come back to New Jersey, I think is what he said. I feel like I used to think I was The Rock back in the day. I don't know. I could try to do an impression of The Rock, but I don't know. I could try. Maybe I should go get the belt. I have a WWE belt. Here, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll do it with the belt to make it legit. Now you're gonna see that I have pajama bottoms on, so you make fun of me. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Let's try it. I think I put it around this shoulder. All right, ready? Finally, Joe Sabo has come back to New Jersey. Nah, it wasn't that good. Finally. Was that the right tone? Finally. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm so stupid. Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys, so we did the auction stream last week, I think it was, last weekend. And I did Stringer Films. Do those pants even have belt loops? No, they do not have belt loops. You tried. He said I tried. All right, that was terrible. Finally. Isn't that how he says it? Finally. I don't know, whatever. That was with no energy drinks. That's true. I can't do that without energy drinks. I need some good energy drinks. I can do the eyebrow, though. Okay, so last weekend was the auction stream, and I won 2 machines. So I didn't tell you guys what I was bidding on, and the thing I was bidding on that I lost out on was the Narc. That's one of my holy grail machines. So I have a set of machines that it's like my list of machines I have to have. And Narc has got to be one of the ones in the collection. I can't get one, man. Like I don't know why people are paying these astronomical prices for Narc. Narc is a good game, but it's not worth, the money that people are putting out there. But I was pissed. I was pissed during the auction because I was like, man, I lost it. I lost it again. I've tried to win one like a million times. I just can't. And then I'm never seeing one locally. Retro Ralph, change your name, bud, to Pajama Ralph. Yeah. I think the name of the YouTube channel is Retro Dad now. I'm pretty sure. Stringer Films says Stimulus Narc. You can't find one. I find one and they're not selling it. So I think Narc being being one of those games that it's pretty popular. I think people hold on to it. I don't think people get rid of it. It's a unique cabinet. Even though to me it kind of looks like a microwave or one of those stacked washer and dryers. Like whenever I look at it, I picture it should be like a washer and a dryer. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Because the cabinet's got like that breakup part and like the monitor kind of sits up top. I don't know. It looks like that to me. Stackable washer and dryer. All right. Potation Rotation said Narc was on my list for the auction as well. Wasn't happy about losing it myself. Oh man. So now I'm going up against you? Go visit the guy in episode 2. He has an R. I know it's not for sale though. It's not that Narc is not actually his. So Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Did I miss a super chat? I thought I did. Oh, wait, maybe it just came in. Okay. All right, Hobby Hens, pass along. Thanks, Console Kids, for the heads up. Just got my Galaga countercade. I'm not going to pass it along. Super chat him. I'm not passing it along. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Well, I won't, but yeah, just maybe I will. We'll see. I'm kidding. All right, just got my Am I? All right, just got my Galaga countercade and At Games Gamer Pro coming today. Ralph, did you cut your hair? I did not cut my hair. It's just all tucked back. It's tucked back. Rastan is my holy grail game. Dude, I agree with you. So the reason why I haven't cut my hair is I go to this barber shop down the street. New tag team, Pajama Ralph and Bitcoin Kit. Yeah, I know, exactly. Hold on a second. Hobby Hands, you realize that you should never super chat Justin again because he has like 700 Bitcoin. So basically he's just super rich. So there's like really no point. I mean, giving him money would be like, I don't know, giving like some oil tycoon money. You know what I mean? He doesn't need it. He's good. I mean, you can super chat him just out of like sheer kindness, but homeboy's like in his room right now. He has like a fan that blows money. Just blows money around the room. He changed his toilet paper rolls to just $100 bills. He just wipes his ass with $100 bills. It's pretty crazy, actually. He's changed a lot. But just kidding. All right. But I think he is rich now. Pretty sure that's true. Okay. So he's like, I don't have any money around. See, I am poor. Let's see if there's anything in my wallet. Oh, I forgot I knew what I was going to tell you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm super pumped for this. I can't believe I didn't tell you. It's like giving a Star Wars pinball to a guy who doesn't like Star Wars. I know, who would do that? Who would do that? That's so stupid. Oh my God. Someone that doesn't appreciate Star Wars. You give him the Star Wars pinball to review? Lame. Super lame. Okay, so that's actually really funny, Garage Gamer. I think that was you. All right, Rastan. What am I even talking about? Oh, the thing I'm excited about. See, I need coffee. This sucks. Wolfanos. Good morning, Ralph. Congrats on the Pickers show. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Very much so. Ralph put a cat bed and a cat on top of the Star Wars pinball. Hey, no, that wasn't me. That was the other guy. He's like, oh, Attack from Mars. Hey, Fluffy. Fluffy, I'm going to make a cat bed out of your Attack from Mars. How do you like? I think that guy was, I'm sure he's a super nice guy. And he was like the most hated Arcade 1UP guy reviewer for like, and it's probably my fault, but I had to post the cat bed thing. I'm like, what the? I think it was Justin that showed it to me. I was like, I'm posting that. I don't care. He showed it to me and I was like, dude, what? Because he said something really funny on my phone. He's like, hey, you know what? You know who's putting good something? I can't remember. It's something clever. He's like, yeah, look, this guy's putting this to good use. The Attack from Mars and the freaking cat. And there's a video where the cat's all like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep here for a while. This is great. What's the big fuss over these pinballs? It's got an acrylic top. It's good. It kind of like gives it some flex. This is great. Glad they didn't use glass. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so Jeff Witt says, Punch-Out is my holy grail arcade game. Dude. And they had a dual screen Punch-Out on Captain's Auctions too. Dude, it's pretty good. All right, thoughts on having a Welcome Back John D show or tell-all show with John D about what happened? Thank you for the super chat, Zohar, and thank you, Jeffrey Witt, for the super chat as well. I think Justin's kind of told the story. I mean, I don't, internally, I can only speculate. I think John got a little excited and maybe went overboard from a marketing standpoint. I think they kind of told them to take a little bit of a timeout. That'd be my guess. I don't know that for fact, but that's kind of what Justin and I have deduced. Justin and I have deduced that from the data we have. Oh, so we act like scholars about Arcade 1UP. We're like, so Justin, what do you think happened with John D? And Justin's like, he talks exactly like me, by the way. I'm not sure, Ralph. Let's see if we can deduce this down to something useful. So then I'm like, well, let's look at the statistics here. He came on the show 700 times in the past week. We actually had 700 shows, even though that's not even possible with time. and I'm turning into a Frenchman all of a sudden. Whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. I think he went a little cuckoo. I think he went crazy. Not crazy, but I think he got a little excited. And I think the marketing people were just like, whoosh, simmer down, brother. Simmer down. And so they kind of put him in timeout. That's what I'm guessing. Do you think John D is going to stay in timeout? He's not the kind of guy. There's one thing. Look, there's one thing about John D. You have to just respect. You have to respect this part of it. He is who he is, and he's not going to change. So I have a lot of respect for that because a lot of companies would not allow you to be who you are. You know, they might tell you to calm down. Now I think they did legitimately put him in a timeout, but he's kind of a ballsy guy in the sense that I think he just does what he wants. I do what I want. I do what I want. I'm John D. I'm John D. I do what I want. 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 He does what he wants. He's all. I create 4 baby seals with my bare hands. I do what I want. Mason Conrad also does what he wants, but I don't know if he's here in the chat. He's like, what does Cartman say? I kill baby seals. Whatever. Do what I want. Yeah, so he just does what he wants. He does what he wants. Mason Conrad does what he wants. Everyone does what they want. So he just does, though. That is his motto. It should be like John D, VP of Do What I Want. What's your title? I don't understand. I'm going to get a business card. What's this say? So you said you're the VP of licensing, but it says VP of Do What I Want. All right, so Stringer Films. I love me some John D and hope to see him back soon. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. He did take over the show, but that's fine. Question, Ralph, have you considered Kickstarter for Arcade Pickers or Rockefeller console kits can fund it with his throwaway money? That's true. If he would poop less in a day, those are $100 bills. I think he uses like $400 or $500 bills with every wipe. So that would actually pay for at least a couple shows. So you're right. It's a good point. It's a really good point. We'll have to look into that. Cartman says, I joined a gang and we only commit hate crimes. Did he say that in an episode? Okay. I do what I want. All right. Retro RGB showcased your arcade pick. Thank you for the super chat, Hobby Hands. Andy L says, Retro RGB showcased your arcade picker show on the weekly roundup a couple days ago. I know that was really cool of him. And he hates reality TV. So that's cool that he did that. $200 equals 2-ply. Oh, damn. So you're saying you're saying he 2-plies it. So he's got like $200 bills? That's crazy, man. All right. How do I reach these kids? All right. Justin is famous soon. Yeah, Nick agrees with me. That would be bad. I don't even know what that was from. Okay, so let me get back to the story that I told last show that got deleted. So I don't know. Maybe it's all the same people. Maybe you guys are all the same people that watched the first one. But I'm going to say the story again. But I didn't even tell you the thing that I wanted to tell you, I don't think. Who wants to stab their eyes out? I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what's going on. All right, something's going on in the chat. I don't know. You guys are going crazy. Okay, so today, there's another game that I want so bad. And I can't believe I get my game when I want. I forgot the game. God, I'm like, I need coffee, guys. God, this is so hard without coffee. What's coffee talk without coffee? Oh, God. Is most of YouTube reality shows? Yeah, probably, right? It hits the fan in here. All right, so let me tell you about I did win 2 games. I won 2 games at auction. That's not what I'm saying. Remind me to tell you about the game that's coming today because I'll forget. I need someone to get me on track. Without coffee or energy drinks or anything, this is super impossible. Pitbull says, sexy prick. I can always count on him on a just like to pick me up or perk me up, rather. Perk me up. Get it? Perk, prick. Yeah. Okay. Okay, come on. Focus, dude. You can do this without caffeine. You can do this. Okay, you're supposed to tell them about the 2 arcades you won and the thing about today. Commit that to memory. On this side of your brain, arcades you won. On this side of your brain, what's coming today. Okay, it's committed. It's committed to memory. I got it. I got it. I'm not going to get sidetracked. Okay, so I I try to win. I try to bid on certain auction or certain machines during auctions. I have my machines I really want, and then I have the machines I really don't want, but I know I can turn them into something cool and either sell them to someone else or keep them. My problem is I keep more than I sell, but I do try to sell. So the two things that I bought a Fast and the Furious stand-up that's having monitor issues. Now this is risky, guys. This is risky because sometimes just because the description says the game ghost plays. Now my definition of ghost play means the steering wheel's working, the force feedback's working, the accelerator's working. Like I can hear that those things are happening on the, even though the screen's not on. That's ghost playing. Because ghost playing would imply that the PCB is still good, like the game board's still good. So I don't know. I've had them say ghost play before, and the thing wasn't ghost playing. It was like dead. So I got a Fast and the Furious stand-up for $250. That's a good deal. It's a really good deal. Now, my hope is that I fix this monitor up and I send it off to someone else that could enjoy it. Because right now the monitor's dead. So we got to fix the monitor. Luckily, I think that's a 25-inch monitor. Those are in abundance for some reason. The 19s are really hard to get right now. I talk about that in the video I did today. Okay, the other machine I got is some wackadoodle shooter cab that's lame, called like paintball something. Never even heard of it before, but it's a stand-up cabinet shooter. So my plan is it's a game that no one cares about. Trust me. It's like you almost can't even find the game on like a database. It's a really, really bad game. So the thing is to fix that up and make it that game, and it's got generic artwork. It's like super generic. So my thought was, why not turn that into a shooter that people actually want? So I'm going a little bit against my mod thing with arcades, but this isn't an arcade. I would never do this to any other arcade that like of any significance, right? But it's not an arcade of significance. It was like one of those bullcrap games. I feel like I'm trying to convince you that it was bullcrap to support what I'm doing, which maybe I am a little bit, but it's lame. Trust me, super lame. You're not going to miss it. It's like called like. No, it's not Point Blank. It's something really crappy. Anyway, so I got that. So that's cool. So I think I'm going to turn that into a friction. I don't want to talk too much about it because I talk about it in my video. All right, I don't want to talk about it in my video, but this is really cool. I'm going to convert it into something really cool. But if you watch my video today at 3 o'clock Pacific time, make it an Operation Wolf or Operation Thunderbolt cab. I like Police Trainer. Dude, Police Trainer's a killer. I don't know. A lot of people don't like Police Trainer for whatever reason. I think Police Trainer is a great shooter. So, but what I'm going to turn it into is really cool, and you'll get a sample of it on the show today, on the whatever the thing I is $100 a good deal for a Sunset Riders with a CRT? Yeah. I mean, depending on how crap the cat. So Arcade says, is it a good deal for $100 for a Sunset Riders with a CRT? Yeah, it is. But the problem is if the cabinet's total crap, like, I mean, cabinets with water damage and stuff, depending on the level of water damage, sometimes it's not worth even getting into that project. Like yeah. So, I mean, you just have to evaluate, like, is the water damage so bad that it's just not even repairable? All right, any plans to update the Star Wars Pinball audio video mod? Hell no. But thank you, Marshall, for the super chat. I do appreciate that. I have this new thing where I'm going to like just say exactly what's on my mind with no filter. So Marshall, although I'd love to do that, I'm probably not going to. I'm sorry. I've mostly replicated it, but want to know what you're using the 3.5 millimeter aux jack for and what you plug the transducer in. All right, well, I got to help you out. So I can't take the rest of this video to talk about that, but maybe what I'll do is I'll post the parts. If you follow me on my Retro Ralph Facebook group, or not my Facebook group, my normal Retro Ralph Facebook, whatever, business site, whatever it is, I'll post some pictures because I came up with an alternative solution and I think it works a lot better. Mine, I don't know if it was mine that was because it was an early stage evaluation unit, but they made so they use a TRRS connection, which is like if you look at like a 3.5 millimeter jack, there's 3 rings on it. So it's really for left channel, right channel, and microphone. They mixed them up. So when you try to use a TRRS to like female TRS, it doesn't work. Which it should work because it worked on the Outrun. I think they actually wired it wrong. So or they used Justin has a theory that they didn't wire it wrong and that they only had that part. So they were like, let's just use those, which he could be right. I don't know. There's no way. If we asked them that, they'd be like, okay, so would you say again? TRR, I do what I want. All right, but Marshall, I appreciate the super chat for sure. But I'll try to get something posted to there. Okay, all right. What else is going on? I'm way behind here. Remember, shoot. I don't know what happened. Ralph, how many arcade 1-ups do you own? Say exactly what's on your mind. I own only 3 now, and they're all in storage. It's I've got the Marvel Superheroes Special Edition that's in storage, and I've got the racing one I did. I can't get rid of that. It's too cool. The one that I skinned it something stupid. What'd I skin it? It was skinned like I don't know, whatever. I can't remember. And then the other one is my Miss Pac-Man Galaga. It looks so good. It looks just like my Miss Pac-Man Galaga, so I have a hard time getting rid of it. And I made it coin op, so it actually runs off coins. So I got 3 of them now. Okay, so the other thing I'm excited about, the other cabinet that I wanted to get that's very Twisted Metal, there we go. Twisted Metal by itself is good, but I don't know why the hell. There's a story as to why I used Twisted Metal artwork, and I got a bunch of crap for it. But it was really because I was running out of money at the time to do all this crap. And, crap. Tyler at Arcade Graphics was like, dude, I love Twisted Metal. Do Twisted Metal. I'll send it to you. So I was like, oh, okay. Because I was, every time you did every time I would do skin a cabinet, it was like another $150 or another $250 or whatever it was, whoever I got the artwork from. So it was one of those things where I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever, Twisted Metal. So it was like Tyler, really, that was Tyler's idea. And so I just did Twisted Metal when at the time everyone was like, I don't get it. I don't blame them. I don't get it either. But yeah, but it was cool. Regardless of the artwork, it was cool. All right. What was I going to say? Oh, the thing that I'm getting today. Why can't I get to it? I need coffee. You don't understand. I don't operate right without it. Like, I don't. Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah. So, there's only 3 left. There's only three arcade 1-ups left. They're going to have to come up with some... Well, I did buy that Capcom... The Capcom thing, but I have a plan for it. You guys are going to laugh when you see it. I'm not doing anything that's disrespectful. Well, maybe, but it's not disrespectful. It's creative. Let's just call it creative. I'm doing something creative with it. Because I love Street Fighter. I would buy anything Street Fighter. They could come out with a Street Fighter diaper and I'd buy it. Anyways, I don't know why I said that. Okay. The thing, the arcade. Okay, that's it. I'm telling the story now. Okay, one of my favorite arcades of all time, even though I didn't discover it till way late, is Outrun 2. So Outrun 1 ain't S compared to Outrun 2. Outrun 2 is the bomb. Like, if you liked Outrun, the original Outrun, they redid all the... Wolfano said something funny. Okay, so Wolfano... There's a Pi 4 image that for some reason I always end up going back to, and I think it was a joke. But I think it was Wolfano's and I want to say Level 1 Online, and they created a Pi 4 image called Tits McGee, but it's actually really good. Like, that's the thing. It's got like a crazy name, but it's actually really it's a good image. It was funny because I was doing a review of this like Case Arcade thing, and I was having a problem with one of my memory cards, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just use Tits McGee. So it seems like Tits McGee like always saves my life. Like, there's something that I have to do with pies, and it's like I always see it. It's like obviously it'd be a micro SD card. It's like Tits McGee is just sitting there. He's like, you want it, you know I'll always work. I'm your dependable. I'm always gonna work. So hey, look, I know you're having problems. You could reburn the image, but you got Tits McGee. So, anyways, it was good. I guess he did it for St. Patrick's Day, but it's a good image. That's the thing. Like, it's legit. It's got like a whole bunch of trackball games on it, which actually makes it cool. I don't know, whatever. It's just a good image. All right, How to Bachelor. Because Zohar and check newest video after this. I don't understand what that means. Because Zohar. Did you send 2 messages and I missed one? I'm confused. Okay, so Outrun 2. Let's get back to that. Yeah, King Kong's got it right. Tits McGee will never let you down. Do what I want. So, okay. So I'm combing Facebook Marketplace as I do almost daily for anything arcade related, and a Outrun 2 pops up. And I'm like, I've been wanting an Outrun 2 forever, but they're super expensive. And I just lost one locally. This guy wanted $2,500 for it. It's not worth $2,500. I'm sorry. It also has that Chuka Chuka, whatever the heck it's called, Sega board, which always likes to poop out. Chichingo? What's it called? Someone will remember. For some reason, when I see it, it always reminds me of Chimichanga, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called. Does anybody remember that board? I think the Star Wars game, the Star Wars Pod Racer game is on that same board. It's like Chichiro? Monachiki? No, it doesn't begin with an M, does it? I thought it was beginning with a C. Monachiki? Yeah, Chichiro. There we go. Chichiro. I said Chimichanga. That's awesome. Sega, I'm looking. Hey, Sega, how's it going? I could use some parts for an arcade right now. We ain't found shit. Is it Monchichi? It's not Monchichi. Monchichi are those dolls. Or is that Monchichi? All right, whatever. Hey, Sega, how's it going? Sega, how's it going, man? I'm looking for some replacement parts on a board. Yeah, yeah, I believe it goes by the name of Monchichi. No, sir. Those are those dolls from the 80s with the weird hair. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I had it wrong. Is it called? I think it's called Chimichanga. I'm looking for the Chimichanga. Sir, that's a burrito, a Mexican burrito. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, right? That's what a Chimichanga is, right? I think. Or is it a cheer? Ah, crap. I don't even know. See, now I can't even do the joke because now the joke's wrong. A chimichanga is it's like a burrito, right? Guys, I need to know what a chimichanga is. I think it's a burrito. So anyways, I got the game coming. Where did you go? I'm right here. Chimichanga deep fried burritos. Yes, there we go. So, sir, you want to replace your PCB with a deep fried burrito? No, that's not what I want. I want the PCB. Sir, you said deep fried burrito. That's what a chimichanga is. I'm gonna kill this guy at Sega. I'm gonna kill. Okay. So, anyways, deep fried burritos sound awesome. Why is someone saying it's a drink? It's not a drink. A chimichanga. All right. They are both food. Okay, whatever. All right, the food. All right. Long story short, the price is really good, and the place is about 60 miles from me. And I was gonna go get it. I'm like, I'm gonna go rent the U-Haul. I'm gonna go get it. And they're like, we'll deliver it. I'm like, what? I'm like, so not only now it has to come today, right? So it could be a huge letdown. We could be going into the next coffee talk, and I don't end up getting it. But it's supposed to be delivered today. Good price. Yeah, we got me off track again. I know, Ralph. You are exploding into a YouTube megastar. I remember when you were just a wee YouTube pup. Proud of you. Oh, thanks, bud. I don't know about that. I appreciate that, but I don't think I'm there. I think I'm pretty far from it, but I appreciate it, Gorilla Jones. I know you've been watching since like forever, so it's pretty cool. Actually, a lot of you guys have, which is pretty awesome, and I very much appreciate that because it's weird. It's like it's cool to see names in there, like you guys in there who literally watched when I was like, I had a crappy mic, I had a crappy camera, I had no idea what I was doing. Every show, something would go wrong, something would break, and I'd be like, "Oh, you son of a bitch!" And I'd get so mad because I just didn't know how this all worked. But anyways, and stuff still breaks. But Ralph won't cut his hair until he gets 100K subscribers. No, that's not gonna happen. Console Kid says I subbed when he made videos about cats. I used to do cat thumbnails. People, dude. He's busting my balls about the cat thumbnails, but the cat thumbnails are pretty popular. Like that one cat picture where the cat's all so stupid. And I even reused the cat twice. I'm like, guys, you're not gonna believe this. I have the YouTube algorithm figured out. if you make game videos and you put pictures of cats on it, like, dude, they're going to go wild. You're going to get at least 500 views. At least. Dude, 500. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Hollywood Ralph. Nice. What am I talking about again? Okay. So last story. And I gotta tell us, and I gotta go. Okay. So the last live stream, this got totally butchered, but this is what happened. So there's a guy locally that I met, and the guy's really cool. His name's Danny. He owns a local arcade here. He bought a couple things off me. And one day I was like, dude, can I go see your arcade? And he's like, well, it's only open Saturdays and Sundays. And I was like, well, I'm not doing anything on Friday for a little while, before Kim came home. I was like, can I go see it? He's like, dude, sure. He lives like across the street from it. So he's like, yeah, sure. I'll let you check it out. So we go into, I get to his arcade. And I was blown away because it's one big room, right? The key thing that's cool about his arcade is there's a change machine and everything is quarters. So every game is a single quarter, 1 credit, single quarter. So it's very much set up like an old school arcade. Like it literally mimics an old school arcade. Like everything is coin op and everything is 1 quarter. It's no swipe cards, no like $20 play all day, literally quarters, which I think is really cool. So we get in the room, and then on the right side, there's all these comic books. I'm not huge into comic books, but I had a huge appreciation for what he had set up there because it's like a very, very elaborate comic book area with what looked like a lot of really great comics. There was areas, socially distanced areas where you could hang out and kind of talk about comics, stuff like that. It's really neat. But then there's another area where they just do board games. They'll have like families come in or whatever, and you do board games. And they had a room stacked from floor to ceiling of board games, like killer board games from your childhood. I bet King Kong has board games. I just have this feeling he does. I just feel like he has like killer board games. He's just got like so many cool collectibles. But anyways, so there's that. And then I haven't even seen the arcade yet, right? So then there on the left-hand side, there's like 2 sections. It's like the left-hand side, left this way, like left diagonal this way, and then toward the back. And on the left over here, there was like Stern Pinball, all the top end Stern Pinballs. And I was like, dude, this place is freaking nuts. It's nuts. So we got all that. Then I look over to the other section. It's all his arcade games. And I'm like, damn, this is cool. I was like, can I take a look? So I'm looking at all his games. And as I'm looking at his games, right, it is weird. The first game I look at, I see it says Rampage on the side, right? So it looks like a Rampage cabinet. And I'm like, oh, cool, Rampage, like love Rampage, right? So as I'm turning the corner, though, I see that the control panel is not Rampage. The control panel is NBA Jam. Now, here's where I got the muscle memory thing popped in. All of a sudden, I was like, everything was firing in my brain. I was like, I've seen this before. I've seen this, and it's making me angry right now. Something's not good. Something is awry. So as I turn the corner more, marquee, NBA Jam. I'm like, getting mad now. Now Retro Ralph is angry. Like, I'm seriously angry. So I'm like, I know whose arcade this is. And this isn't your arcade. I go, where did you get this arcade? And he goes, oh, from this dude. He lives like north of here. He has this big driveway, this big steep driveway. And I'm like, that son of a bitch. He's like, what? I know who you bought this off of. And you know who it is? So when you guys remember the story, do you remember the NBA Jam I sold to that guy? I'm using guy, but I should be using a different term. But remember the NBA Jam I sold to the guy, and literally the dip switch setting was wrong, so he freaked the hell out and said I sold him a broken arcade. You remember that, right? You remember it. Well, that dude, I remember this vividly because he said when we were discussing the transaction, he said, I'll trade you for an NBA Jam. And I said, well, let me see it. Like, he's like, I'll trade you for a real NBA Jam. I'm like, why would you trade a real NBA Jam for a fake NBA Jam? like, why? It doesn't even make sense. But then when he sent it to me, now he said real NBA Jam. But then when he sent me the picture, it was in a Rampage cabinet. How many? Okay, first of all, he said he lived on a big hill. And how many people are making Rampages NBA jams? Probably not that many, right? But anyways, it was his 100%. And I wanted to literally, Danny's cool. But in that moment of rage, I wanted to pick up the freaking NBA jam and literally run full speed through the plate glass window and just freak out and just pass out. Like pass out with the arcade on top of me and not even care. Like, and I'm done. Like I just was done. I couldn't take it. I was like, yes, Stringer Films, $2 super chat. The offer up douche. That was him. It was his NBA jam. I was like, what was the chances that I forgot all about the guy. I forgot all about it. I forgot. So I wasn't like, he wasn't on my mind anymore. Then he came right back. I was like, this son of a bitch won't go away. And I even ended up paying him the $700. I basically paid him to buy my arcade. It doesn't even make sense. I donated it to him and gave him money. It's stupid. Anyways, I don't know why I cared at the time. You know what? Ralph now would have told him to go screw off and let him go and smear my name all over the place. I mean, seriously, how much smearing could be? I already had the other guy, the big blue balls front end guy. He like freaked out on me and called me the biggest shill ever and that I was like making all this money from the MVSX. I mean, at this point, I'm so like numb to it that I would have been like, cool, go ahead, put my phone number online. But I kind of lost my shizzo then. I shouldn't have though. Yeah. Offer up douche sounds like a horrible product, by the way. Well, yeah, it'd probably be used if it was on offer up. That's gross. Oh, that's so gross. I didn't expect that's like the thing you think but don't say. You should pay me to take your MVSX off your hands. I probably would. Why would I play the MVSX when I have an MVS? You know what I mean? Like there's no point. I'm not saying that the MVSX isn't good, but if I have the real one, why do I need a mini version of the real one? You know what I mean? And plus I have a multi-cart in there, so it plays pretty much the whole catalog of Neo Geo games. But I did single-handedly take down the high-low team. So, don't trust me. I'll take you down. You doing something cool? I'll take you down. All right, anyways. I like the Rampage screen bezel. Yeah, I know. Tim D says, I like this new Ralph. Is I that different than the old Ralph? All right, where was Future Ralph? I don't know. Future Ralph should have been like, dude, you know what this is. Do you know what this means? Yeah, I don't know. Q Lou Ferrigno. I did, man. I was pissed when I saw that thing. I was mad. But check this. I never told you guys this. So check this out. So Kim, this is legit real. I'm not making this up. You guys are not going to believe this. You're going to think I made this story up, and this story is actually 100% true. Okay. So months after, Kim was really pissed about the NBA Jam thing. Like she was ready to kick this guy's ass. Like Kim is a super cool, she's super relaxed, but like here's the thing about Kim. If someone crosses her husband, boyfriend, any one of her close friends, family, she will like literally want to stab you. Like she's no joke. She's like, oh, you messed with my family? Stab. I do what I want. Do what I want. Do what I want. Like she'll stab you. I mean, she won't really, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she gets mad. So, come to find out, she's really good friends with this girl at work. This was like a month after it happened. And I don't know how it came up, but she started telling the story about what happened. And she's like, yeah, and the guy lives up. The reason why this isn't, I gotta like give you a little context. She has a husband and a boyfriend. And I hope not, Jeff. That's awesome. Okay, get back on track here. I only have a couple minutes. Don't cross Kim's boyfriend. Husband. All right, so there's a town just. Is she Italian? She is Italian, actually. She's West Coast Italian, not East Coast Italian though. She grew up in California. I grew up back east. Okay, so she's telling the story to someone at work, and there's a small town north of where her work is. It's super small. It's like the last town before you hit nothingness going north on the I-17 freeway. There's nothing there. So if someone talks about that city, it's like everyone knows what you're talking about. There aren't even that many people that live there. So she starts talking about the story, and she's like, yeah, I don't know. The guy lived in, and she said the name of the town. I'm not going to say the name of the town. You could figure it out pretty easily, but all right. So she says the name of the town, and she's like, oh yeah, what's the guy's name? And at that point, we knew the guy's name. She says the guy's name, and she goes, is this his last name? And Kim's like, yeah, that's the guy. And I knew that because remember all the Facebook drama that happened too? Her friend at work dated the freaking guy. Her friend at work dated the NBA Jam douchebag guy. Like, seriously, you can't make this shit up. They dated. I'm like, you can't be friends with her anymore. Like, what the hell? How is that possible? Like, seriously. I'm sorry, my microphone's clipping. Seriously, that's real. It's so crazy, right? It's crazy. I just can't believe that her friend dated that guy, and she said he's a douchebag. Because she said, how come you're not going out with him anymore? And she goes, because he's a douchebag. I was like, well, there you go. See? I didn't make it up. He's a douchebag. The funny thing is, I will say this. He wasn't actually a douchebag. It was his brother that was the douchebag. He didn't actually want to do what his brother was the one that did all the dirty work. It actually wasn't him. So I don't know that he was necessarily a douchebag, but his brother definitely was. Console Kit says, I bet she paid for all the dinners. I bet she did. But how crazy. Okay, so this is my connection to this guy. I meet this guy, Danny, that owns an arcade. He has the arcade that guy had before that he wanted to trade for my NBA Jam. And then Kim ends up working with someone who dated the guy. Like, it's so crazy. She was dating his brother too. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? I think she's in a serious relationship now. So this was years and years and years ago, but oh, and then the other thing that was funny, I told this last time, but the other thing that was really funny was that, so this guy, Danny, who owns this arcade, I think it's Ready Player One, or Player One Arcade is what it's called. It's in Peoria. Is it Peoria? Oh, I can't remember. I know where it is, but I'm really bad with directions. I don't know, somewhere over there. It's like you've all slept with each other is what Wolfano said. That's really funny. So, what was I saying? Oh, crap. I forgot now. Oh, yeah. So Danny runs this cool arcade. We'll go back to Danny for a second. Runs this cool arcade. Super nice guy. He's actually a really good person to know, not only that he's a nice guy, but he also will like, a lot of times if I'm trying to offload an arcade, like maybe something I bought that I fixed up and I don't necessarily want to keep it, he'll buy it and put it in the arcade. Now, I think that's cool because it'll be in an arcade where a bunch of people get to enjoy it. So that's kind of neat. Okay, I think that did the stream having a problem right now? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. The hell's that mean? That's like saying PC load letter. Basically YouTube just told me PC load letter. Cool. All right. So anyways, I think we're back. Your YouTube defaulted to 144p. It started for like 4 to 5. I don't know. YouTube's so weird sometimes. It's throttling my shiz. So yeah, so Danny's a good guy to know, super cool dude. But when I was looking around his arcade, I found out that Danny is also someone that bids against me all the time in Captain's Auctions. Now he doesn't know he's bidding against me, right? He doesn't know that. So it's not like I hold anything against him, but he had a bunch of arcades. I remember a lot of times at Captain's Auctions, these arcades are unique in some way. Like there's something about them. Maybe it's like, I examine the cabinets usually. I look at the artwork. And there were several cabinets in his arcade that he had won at Captain's Auctions that I had bid on, which I thought was kind of fun. So we were going around. I'm like, man, you're the one that always beats me. I think he doesn't mind going. So for him, he'll go a little higher in price than me. But if you think about it, it makes sense. He ends up putting these machines. The cool thing is if you own an arcade, technically everything at Captain's Auctions is usually coin operated. It's usually set to coin op. So it might be set on free play, but the coin mechanisms usually work. So if you're an owner of an arcade, Captain's Auction is a great place to go because you can pick up some machines. And let's say he pays $200 more than me or $100 more than me. The way he probably views it is it's going to be in my arcade for a year, 2 years. I'm going to make the money back. So yeah, I'll pay a little bit more. No big deal. Where for me, I'm trying to I am trying to get it for the lowest cost possible. But I never really thought of this as the things I would get from Captain's Auctions. I would flip them because I'm definitely not flipping them to try to make like a huge profit. It's more if there's something broken, I try to buy the broken machines, fix them up. Sometimes I keep them, sometimes I sell them. But I sold my off-road challenge from there that was broken when I got it. I fixed it. I bought it for $350 and sold it for $5. So it's not like, it wasn't even $5. It was $450. So I made $100. But really, I really didn't make anything because I bought that was what sparked me to buy a desoldering iron. So I bought that. That was $250. And then I bought a cap kit, which was $11. So when we really think about it, I don't really know that I really made any money. But, I try not to, I'm not about like ripping people off. I'm definitely, if anybody in the community has ever worked with me as far as selling stuff, I always sell stuff super fair. I just, there was one family that bought I think it was 12 arcade 1-ups from me for $900 or something. So, I mean, think about it. 12 of them for $900. That's pretty good. So yeah. And I actually reached out to the guy the other day and they yeah, I know. Mike says you need to charge more, but suspect or respect. I don't know what that. Oh, respect. If I said suspect. Yeah, I've never been about that though. Anything way before this, when I sell stuff, I try to just give it to someone else that's going to enjoy it. But that makes me a crappy businessman, I'm sure. So that's probably why I'm not a good businessman. Anyway, all right. Yeah, that's why I'll be broke forever and work till I'm 90. Yeah, it's cool. At least you make your money back. Yeah, that's the goal. Is if I can break even, that feels good to me. And that's what it's about. So anyways, what else we got here? Twist. Danny is the father's, brother's, nephew's, cousin's former roommate to Douche Jam. Oh my gosh, that's probably the best message ever. Techno Billy, thanks for the super chat. He says, thank you for the content. Appreciate it. Thanks, bud. All right. Yeah, Mike Lebinsky says, at least make your money back. True. So, all right, guys, one more thing before we go. If you haven't checked this out, definitely check it out. If you Google Joe Sabo, now everyone gets his name wrong. It's SZABO. Google Joe Sabo NBC, and you will find the video. The video thumbnail is a picture of, I think, N64 carts. But here's a sample of it real quick. I just want to give him another shout out. And definitely go check out the video. I want him to get good views on this thing. The thing's pretty damn cool.
Hi, I'm Joe Sabo. Welcome to my game room in my garage. The whole game room / movie theater is set up into 2 separate rooms. So when you first walk in, you're going to see the home theater. And then in the arcade, I'd say altogether in this room at one time, there could be 40 machines. But I have several that I rotate in and out.
His collection is crazy. That is the first word that comes to mind. It is huge. There's games everywhere. I don't know how it keeps growing and how he manages to fit more and more things in here.
He did not have as many as he has right now when I first met him. The only main game or arcade game he had in there was the arcade that he really built, which was the MyCade.
My passion for video games started around 1979 when I was introduced to Pong for the first time. My parents brought it home and we hooked it up to the TV, and that was the first time that I got to play a game on a television. In the mid to early 90s, I started making, with a friend of mine, we made a console that would house.
Okay, I don't want to give it all up. Definitely go look at it. It's only a 2-minute. I want to say it's 2 or maybe it's 5. I can't remember how long it was. But anyways, definitely go check it out. Super, super awesome dude. He kind of rides along top all of these different hobbies because he does original arcades, which is where he got it. Well, actually, I think he got his start in the sign business. I think he used to do signs. And then, so he'd do the artwork for signs, and he'd apply signs to trucks and all sorts of stuff. So he did that, then he still does that. And then he's got the original arcade stuff. And then he does all the 3/4 scale stuff too. He doesn't do all the brands, but he does a good considerable amount of the brands. So super cool guy. Here's the thing. I'll say it like this. Joe is going to charge you more than some of these other places, but he's not charging you more for the sake of charging you more. He's charging you more because his work is exceptionally better than anything else out there. So yeah, you're going to pay a little bit, you're paying a premium, but when you pay a premium and you get premium, it's all good. To me, it's all good. If you're paying a premium, you're getting a premium product, then it's worth the money, right? I mean, I think everyone would agree that you get what you pay for is kind of one of those terms, and he's awesome. His stuff is great. His artwork is great. I mean, he uses all the best paper. You don't need to worry about like, oh crap, is this thing going to bubble on me? Because he uses all that air release, film. I remember the first time I applied Joe Sabo artwork to anything, I was like, what the heck? Like, how come I didn't know about this air release stuff forever ago? Because even if you suck at applying artwork, you kind of can't mess it up. Like, you'd literally have to like dump dirt, sand, and dust all over your cabinet to actually mess up applying his artwork. But anyways. All right, Stringer Film says, seriously, can you get Kim's coworker's number for Zohar? Thanks for the super chat, Stringer. She's actually, I think she's in a serious relationship with someone. And I think, if I remember right, I think Zohar likes blondes. I think. I can't remember. I don't think he's really into brunettes, and I think she's a brunette. She actually looks like a lot like Kim. They almost look like they could be twins. So, I don't know. Are they twins? Find out on the next episode of Coffee Talk. On Pacific time, daylight time. I don't know what time it is. All right. Is this episode sponsored by Joe? No, it is not. But I just love Joe and want to show him the love. All right. Ralph, any plans to make yourself a more official home arcade and documenting that? Layout, machine selection. I think it would be cool to see that process. I kind of did that. With the Beast cabinet. That was a Game Room Solutions cabinet. I didn't build it from scratch. I'm not the best at woodworking. So, oh, crap, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, dude, I got to go. Oh, my gosh, I really have to go. I thought we were only going 45 minutes. I got to go. All right, guys, let's wrap it up real quick. Crap, I didn't realize what time it was. We can't go longer than that. I got to work. And I need a shower. I'm gross. Home arcade room. Oh. Like the room I'm in right now? I guess. I don't know what you're asking, but do what I want. I'm late for school. Oh man, I can't wear a Streets of Rage t-shirt in a work meeting. In pajamas. Well, I can wear pajamas. All right, I gotta go. All right, guys, thanks so much for, number one, supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being so active in the live chat. I want to thank the moderators, Console Kits, Chris Guizot, How to Bachelor, and I don't see, yeah. Say I need coffee. Thank you to the Wicked Gamer and Collector. Hold on. Oh. The only one who can give you a package from China. The Wicked Gamer and Collector. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. I love you all. The support has been amazing. Love that everyone's supporting the Arcade Pickers thing. Super cool. I don't know if Justin and I didn't really get to talk much this week because I was working my ass off, and I know he was too. So I don't know if we're doing it will be a mystery if we're doing the One Up Weekly tonight. I don't know. I think we are, but if we are, it has to be at 5. Has to be at 5 Pacific, daylight, whatever the hell it is. Whatever the hell the time change is, whatever clock California uses, it has to be at 5 o'clock that clock. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. And we will see you Oh, we'll see you on the next one.